Lake Bonney. Dawn, this is. So I'm being purposely quiet because we've got permission to be here by the owners, who actually, the house is about a couple hundred metres behind you, and because of that I just want to make sure that we don't wake them up, because it's very early in the morning. So we've set up here up high, and that's to try and get the rail of this jetty that's in front of us below the far horizon. It's very difficult to do. I think it's bang on the horizon because I can't physically get any higher. I could go lower and raise it the other way, but I prefer the higher perspective, so I'll have to play with that the best I can. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to set up and focus on here, and we're at F13. I'll probably push that just a little touch to F16. I'm just going to focus in on that jetty just there. I've got a little stand of trees to the right. I might just bring a touch bit more in of those. We can clone out if necessary. And I just want to make sure that we're in focus. So let me just double check that focus once again, just to make sure. So it looks like we are. No need for filters this early in the morning. I should be able to get an 8-minute exposure at f16, ISO 50. If it's ISO 100, it looks a bit too bright. We'll go for ISO 50. So I'm going to switch your light off, and I'm going to give it the full 8 minutes. Fingers crossed. I'm just going to pop in our remote, shut it. I don't want to knock anything. Pop that in. Switch that light off. So 8 minutes. There we go. Okay, I'm just trying to set this up so that we're in the middle of this jetty, and we are straight. And what I'm really concerned about with this particular image is just making sure that our camera is literally straight down the middle of this this jetty. I think it is there, and I'm trying to get high enough so that the far portion of the jetty is below the horizon, which I believe it is. It looks like it is here, so I'm just going to come in and just focus about a third of the way in. Just like that. Now, I probably should put a grad filter on and possibly a reverse grad. So I'm just going to grab my filters out. I'm working with very little room here. The jetty's quite narrow, and it's not so easy to get around without falling in the water. So I'll try and make sure I don't do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because it's so high, I'm going to pop the grad on first. And I do think we need a reverse grad. You can see that that horizon is very bright. I might actually not do that. What I might do, I might just put an ordinary grad on and actually underexpose and then bring it back up. Let's put our grad on. NISI filter on. There we go. Locked back in. Now I can adjust that. Ooh, being careful to come around. Just like this. There we go. Okay. I'm just going to double check on the polarizer. Oh, you can see that flipping about. We'll switch it off. Just like that. The light's coming up mostly from the right hand side, so there is a natural darkening on the left. I don't think we need any more than 60 seconds for this shot, and probably just a touch less if I want to underexpose. So I'll probably come down. Yeah, probably come down to about 40 seconds and give that a go. Let's hit that and see how we go. Right, we've moved along a little bit and I've come across this little composition here that you can see. Well, what can you say? I've just got a little bit clump of grasses coming in from the left hand side, and it sort of leads your eye into the main clump of trees. And the real selling point of this is that we've got a little bit of a mist rising, so I want to be very quick. We're at 20 seconds. I'm probably just going to drop that a touch to about 15, just to make sure that I don't blow anything out. I should be okay because I'm shooting 90 degrees away from the sun, but just to be sure, let's just underexpose by just a tiny tad and see what we get. As I said, the simplest little composition. I saw this from well, quite a way back. I was rushing back towards this to see if we can catch it. So let's just make sure that we haven't blown anything out, and then from that I'll just focus on the main trees, and we haven't, so let's just focus in on those main trees. 15 seconds f16, and as I said, we've got a bit of a mist in the background, so I don't really mind those trees falling off into, you know, being a bit soft and falling off those. I'm just going to have to punch in a touch, just a little, and see if we can, oh look at those birds, look at those beautiful birds. Just see if we can just get that right. Okay, and you can see that we're really overexposed there, so I'm coming all the way down to, it's about 1.5 seconds, seems about right at the moment, so I'll just take that onto the rough. Let me just take that for the time being. And let's move Rafi out the way so he's underneath the tripod. That's a good boy. You wait there, good boy. Let's have a check. Get some lovely light and there's some beautiful mist on that far bank, which is just obscuring the horizon, which is gorgeous. This is very pretty, really serene shot. Very pleasant. Okay, so set up as normal, level my tripod, absolutely beautiful composition in front of us that you can see. It really leaves me no hardship. It's f/16, 1.3 seconds, beautiful mist, beautiful light, beautiful silhouettes. Let's just hit that and see what we get. So first of all, there's a whole bunch of birds there, so what I might do is just very quickly, if they come in, sweep in, just trying to grab a couple of those. And they're really starting to come in. Those birds, you can hear them. Okay, back to ISO 100, ISO 50 actually. Let's push this up, 1.3 seconds before. It's given us a second. So let's just relocate. Oh, before we do that, always pays to lock your focus, pop in your filter, put us up to I'm only going to go as far as 25 seconds, I think, with that, and I'll pop in. Oh, glad I put my Wellingtons on, because this ground is very spongy indeed. There we go. It means we can push it just a touch further. 30 seconds, go. So, really nice and easy, this composition. Okay, given that we've got all sorts of technical issues to try and work out, I've decided to just do the voiceover from the office. This is a very simple composition. The sun had, as you can see, had begun to rise up over the horizon, but luckily it was being diffused by that fabulous mist that was being thrown up across the lake. And so our main point here is about capturing the silhouette of this wonderfully twisted and gnarly tree. So I positioned ourselves obviously directly behind that, set the tree in the center of the frame, and we've leveled our camera. You can see that we're at f16, which is my normal go-to on the GFX system, and at 6.5 seconds at ISO 50. I was anticipating that we might blow that sun a tiny amount, so we just press go. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful morning. Rafi and I have we've got to walk out of here because of the flooding. A lot of the roads are still closed here, so we've had to park a couple of miles back. So we've got to walk out. We slept here last night, which was damn uncomfortable in the back of the car. But hey, it's what you do, isn't it? When you enjoy scenery like this and mornings like this, you just the pain and discomfort all goes away, and you just thoroughly enjoy yourself. So listen, all it leaves me to say is please look after yourself, look after your loved ones, and from Rafi and I, please look after yourself.